Quadratic functions can be represented in two forms. The first one you are most used to seeing because we've been factoring in this form. It's known as standard form. Another form, which is the form we are focusing on this week, is called vertex form. It's the easier one to graph because it gives you the vertex here, which is your h comma k. And we talked about vertex last week. It's your lowest or your highest point. And then we can graph from there. So like I said, we are focusing on vertex form this week. So to be able to find the vertex, which like I just said is your h comma k in the function, we need to flip the sign of the h. Because if you notice in the function, it's a negative h. So we're going to have to make it positive. So it's always going to flip. So our first example here is y equals negative 1/3 x minus 7 squared plus 8. Our vertex, always use these two values. Negative 7 becomes a positive 7, and my k is just 8. So my vertex would be 7, 8. Now let's look at a couple more. Here, my vertex, the h is always in parentheses with the x. Since that's a negative 6, it becomes a positive 6. And then my k is always the plus or minus outside. So 6 comma 2. My k never changes sign. It stays a positive or it stays a negative. Here, my h is in the parentheses. So since that's a positive 3, it's going to become a negative 3. Then negative 4 is my k. It's going to stay a negative 4. In example 3, my h, since that's a negative 5, is going to become a positive 5. There's nothing getting added onto the end, so my k is technically 0. In number 4, there's nothing getting added or subtracted to the x, so my h value is 0. My k is negative 4. Let's look at this one together. My h would be negative 2 since in the function it's positive, and my k is negative 4. Pause the video, try the last 3 by yourself, and then see if you get the same answer as me. Okay, you have a Google form to fill out with problems just like this. Stop into office hours for any questions.